We become what we think about. Y'all believe that? Well, I do. So y'all see this in Kentucky? There's a crash on 75 South, right? And the traffic extends for I don't know how many miles, but this is like over 45 minutes of sitting and waiting, to where time is money and you can't really do nothing, especially if you this far deep into it. You just gotta go with it. Seriously, this man about to get out his whole truck and go take a leak. Literally. Hello to all my beautiful women and all my amazing men out there in the world. I hope y'all are looking good, doing good, and feeling fantastic. For the purposes of this ride along video, I know I have been extremely inconsistent when it comes to posting videos, but I'm going to try my best to get back in routine starting hopefully mid-September, and we'll just go from there. Again, a special congratulations to all those upcoming drivers, getting your CDL, going through your training phases, getting your endorsements. I'm extremely proud of you, especially to the woman in Canada who's trying to get into heavy hauling. Keep pushing, like legit. For anybody, don't allow discouragement to defeat you with anything that you're trying to accomplish or anything that you're trying to establish. It's just certain roadblocks that we go through. That's all. Just bounce back from it. Legit. Now, a quick story I want to share with y'all when it comes to CB radio. I was in Toms Brook, Virginia, at this trailer washout, right? And upon entering the site, I noticed that it was 2 wash bays. And from what I can tell, it looked like one of the wash bays was just for reefers and dry vans, and the other one was for tank drivers and septic tanks, right? So as I was trying to get in and pull in, there was a driver who was like kind of blocking both lanes, and I didn't know why. I didn't get out to figure out why. It didn't faze me that much. So I didn't have a CB to communicate with this person. I wouldn't blow my horn. I was just being patient and waiting. So eventually when I came up to the point to where I entered the wash bay, I got out, I went inside, and apparently one of the other drivers was on the CB telling the other driver to move because it was blocking the way, and I didn't know. And the guy was like, how come you wasn't responding on the CB? And I was telling him I didn't have a CB. You know, I personally feel like CB radios should be already embedded in the truck. Like, it should already be equipped in the truck. So even as a company driver, I didn't really take the time to go purchase a CB because I didn't feel like it was really my responsibility. Some of y'all could say I'm crazy for it, but I did learn a lesson that day. The guy was like, he'd been driving for 35 years, and the CB has saved his life on numerous occasions. So he was, I think it was in Denver, Colorado, to where there was this 3-truck collision that the trucks were descending, and I guess somebody didn't have a CB, and they all collided within each other because the traffic was at a standstill, right? And I don't know, it was a bad accident out in Colorado. I'm pretty sure some of y'all have heard of the story, and some who don't know about it, y'all can look it up. But this story reflects on this interstate that I'm on for 40 West in North Carolina. I promise you, if I was not 20,000 pounds on this load, I would have been like stuck, legit, because this came to a standstill. And as I was descending, like, we was all going with the wave of traffic, you know. So I wouldn't have been able to come to a complete stop in time if I was like 38, almost 40,000 pounds, because it just yo. Cottondale, Alabama, 5:08 p.m. Over the road has been for me because I allowed it to be for me. Y'all hear that? I was in control of it. I did not allow being over the road to overpower me. I did not allow over the road to change me, change who I am, change my character, anything like that. Some women complain about how they feel like they lose their femininity, or some men complain about how, you know, they don't have the proper resources or the tools that they need to keep themselves up to par, like you know, cutting their hair or exercising, going to the gym frequently, sometimes you can bring those things to you and improvise. Like legit. With improvising, you can have weights in your truck. You can sit there and have different pieces of hair to do your hair or cut your hair or however you want to put it. It's different ways to accommodate to your needs if you try your best to plan accordingly as an over-the-road driver. You have to be able to strategize what you want to do and how you do it, depending on what company you choose to go to. Because why? You're in control. That's all it takes, man. It takes control. Control with everything that you do. I cannot stand people who, okay, let me say it like this. Me, I can't really tell y'all about a local lifestyle because I haven't embarked on that path. I haven't. I know what it's like to unload and load a truck, and I know what it's like to drive a tractor trailer. I can put two and two together, you know, but I don't really want to. So I can tell you what over the road is like. It's not just holding a steering wheel. It's not. It takes a lot of mental resilience to wake up and sit there and drive 8 to 10 hours a day straight, going through all these state lines, crossing all these different, never mind, going through all these state lines, experiencing situations that you may encounter when it comes to U.S. highways. You know, it's going to be different shippers and receivers that you experience, that some of them, they're really going to test your character. They're going to be drivers at truck stops that are going to test your character. Sometimes it's just unforeseen circumstances that arise when you're driving that you have no control over, you know. People will cut you off day in, day out. Sometimes you may choose yourself to be out on over the road for months at a time. It takes a lot, and I'm telling you, people sit there and quit after 3 months. Hell, after the first week of training, they out. It's not meant for everybody. But I'm telling you, I commend any over-the-road driver who literally puts in their work, because it takes a lot to be over the road. And those people who've never been over the road but have so much to say about being over the road, you have to try it first before you can really speak on it. And that's my opinion all day, every day, like legit. So what I've realized, for all my men who be wearing like jeans and sweatpants throughout the duration of the shift, I commend y'all, because I sweat profusely in certain uncomfortable type areas. I can't wear no sweatpants or basketball shorts throughout when I'm driving. That's crazy. That's what I'm hauling for today. I'm so serious. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear comfortably. But keep in mind, for all my beautiful women, if you want to be out here wearing some Daisy Dukes and some shorts, understand that somebody, a man, you'll attract some women, you'll attract some men, and they may come at you incorrect. So be mindful of your attire when it comes to like 100-degree weather. Me, I wear what I want to wear, as long as it's not like too revealing or too provocative, I guess. But man, it's too hot for some jeans or some sweatpants or some basketball shorts. I see that. Straight up. For real, man. I have shorts, and I like shorts. I wear shorts at the end of the day. Even now I got on jeans, but these jeans are comfortable. So I left the pilot and I came to TA because from Wendy's, Popeyes was calling my name. I'm so serious. It may get old to some of y'all when it comes to some fast food restaurants, but nah, man. Between Wendy's and Popeyes, whew, I already know what I'm about to get. So some of y'all will relate, some of y'all won't, and it's okay. Just listen and try to like understand, I guess. I find the most challenging part about being over the road is the inconsistent sleep patterns. Sometimes there were nights or days, mainly days, of course, because sometimes it'll be days to where I only get 2 hours of sleep throughout the whole 24-hour cycle. Legit. I lose my mind in the truck and I just keep to myself. Sometimes to decompress, I will watch Netflix. The best times were in the shower to really like cleanse your body, you know, your whole spirit from whatever impurities you're feeling from that day. I'm telling you, having a shower within the truck is probably one of the best luxuries out there that any driver could possibly agree to. I'm serious. Over the road is a choice that I made for me. It's a different type of solidarity that I've never felt from any job. There are some men drivers and some women drivers who will understand what I mean when I say driving can be therapeutic. Kick back whatever tunes you want to listen to, whatever podcasts you want to listen to. Some people like to indulge and dive into listening to audiobooks, up to your own discretion. Over the road is not meant for everybody. It's not. You honestly have to try it before you truly speak on it to say whether it's hard work or it's only just dedication. There's a lot more to it than just driving. Like I said, it'd be times to where, or days that out of the whole 24 hours, it was only like 2, maybe 3 hours of sleep that I get. And sometimes it'll be inconsistent, but you just roll with it. Because why? You know you got a job to fulfill. You got obligations that you got to fulfill. When it comes to the financial aspect of it, you have to be able to minimize and reduce whatever overhead that you have back at home. When I say overhead, car payments, unnecessary rent, unnecessary credit cards, bills that are unnecessary, that they accumulate so much that you don't need to keep dishing out for, you know? I know that what saved me was in year 2 when I started working under VL and I started making what I feel like I deserve to make. I personally don't feel like this job is just enough for... I'm not the getting by type of person, let me just say that. So know your worth, set expectations for yourself, have standards. If not, that's how people gonna sit there and take advantage of you in any given situation when it comes to some of these facilities, some of these business owners, some of these companies. Legit. That's straight up. There'll be moments that you have to figure out whether you want to be at a truck stop, whether you want to go post up at a facility, a shipper or receiver, and just, you know, spend the night. Me, I always felt like I was safe, especially in this type of situation. If I ever felt unsafe, I made sure I got out of that situation. And there's going to be a video that I'm going to make on why I felt so protected while being out on the road. Legit. Out in Detroit, Michigan, some people might feel skeptical of staying overnight at a facility where I'll be delivering to at this location. In this sense, places like this or this area doesn't make me nervous because I didn't feel threatened by anything, you know. Personally, once I deliver in the AM, I go to the truck stop, go shower, go get myself together, then pick up my next load and keep it moving, keep it pushing, you know. You always want to make sure you're alert and aware of what's going on locally, wherever you're delivering, wherever you're picking up, wherever you decide to go have a good time in any state. Always make sure you're aware of what's going on. You don't want to be susceptible or naive to the bullshit that's exhibited within some of these cities and some of these states, because that's how you're going to get caught up. Straight up, man. Y'all be safe. This is the end of the road, and until the